Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Kainat Neha, your host, and today you are watching our live show. And the name of our channel is Learn with Waqas. So, as you know, that the main motive for our this channel is nothing but only to try to improve in our English skills and try to speak English very fluently. So, as like every day, we have some guests who join us in our today's conversation. So, in our today's topic, the name of the topic is importance of growing trees. So, I like to add some guests in my show. So, welcome to our honorable guest, Wakas, brother. Maybe he has some issues with network problems. So, as you know, that today's our topic is importance of growing plants more and more. So, before starting the topic, I want to share something with all of you that when I was in class 8, we some friends discussed that we started planting trees. As we thought we did, and we started planting trees, and that year we planted more than 30 trees. So it's a matter of sorrow that we could not continue that, but that time we planted. So from today we also uh, discuss about these kinds of topics with our guests, and I hope our today's conversation will be so much interesting and informationful. So now I like to call our all guests one by one. So firstly, I like to call Waka's brother as our honorable guest. I think he could not fix his problem, so I think we have to wait for some time. So I want to see that there were any of our guests is available or not. So I'm going for that. So sorry, there were some network issues. That's why I was not available. So some people said that they can't hear me. So I want to know that guys, now you can hear me. Please put your comment in chat box. Then I will understand that you hear me or not. And is my voice is clear now? So guys, can you hear me? Okay,
Yes,
so as I said that
Yes, Neha, your voice is clear.
Assalamu alaikum Waqas brother, how are you?
Yes.
Waqas brother, I think there were some network
Okay.
problems in your area. I can't hear you properly.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, by the grace of my dear Allah, I'm pretty fine. Thank you very much for asking. How about you, my sweet sister Neha?
Okay, so how are you?
Ye- yes, I think so. There is a network in toward me. And is it okay now?
I think that you hear my words after some time
Hello.
later.
Yeah, I'm pretty well. I'm pretty well. Thank you very much. How about you?
Alhamdulillah, I am well by the grace of Almighty Allah.
Yeah, maybe due to poor connection, your voice is coming late. Okay, so
So as you know
what
that
is the topic of
today's the
today?
topic
I think
is
growing
important of
plants.
growing plants.
Yeah, it is a very interesting, very interesting plants. You choose. It's definitely plants are very mandatory and a very important part of our life. How we make our clean.
Yeah, you are totally right that plants are very important and useful parts of our life. And as you know that there are lots of burning issues nowadays in world like global warming, ozone depletion, and pollutions are the burning issues. And I
Yes,
think that there is no
yes, definitely. I think
solution without planting trees for these kinds of problems. What do you think about these kinds of problems?
well, definitely, if we don't have any much trees around us, our air can be polluted, and carbon dioxide may be increased in our environment, and we can inhale dirty air, which can disturb, which can affect our lungs, which can disturb our um, we can there can be produced lot of disease of nose and lungs as well. So it is very mandatory for us that to grow the plants. Yes, definitely, nobody can deny the importance of trees. These are very mandatory for our environment. Yes, Neha.
Yeah, as you are totally right. As we know that the trees exhale oxygen and inhale carbon dioxide, and it's the same vice versa for humans. And harmful carbon dioxide is so dangerous for the human beings live. So the trees absorb the carbon dioxide and it will make our life so easier. So, Akash brother, I want to share something with you that the time I was so small, my father was used to tell me, I think that people can do nothing without producing more and more carbon dioxide.
Yeah,
So, what do you think about this topic?
yeah. Yes, definitely. Actually, carbon dioxide is very harmful for our life. You know that oxygen is essential part of our life. Without oxygen, we can't inhale, and we may suffer a lot of horrible disease in the air. And there are numbers of gases like ammonia gas, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, oxygen, etc. So I think if we produce more and more trees, definitely oxygen may be produced. And when you travel nearer to the trees where there are numbers of trees, and maybe near to the forest or jungle, you will find fresh air. You will feel very easy while taking breath. It becomes very easy to take breath uh, trees. So definitely trees are very good for our health, and it can help us for purifying. And Bangladesh, in many other countries, that people are suffering a lot in lungs problem, in lungs problem, because our air is not clear, our air is not clean. So that is why I think there is need to be grown trees everywhere around us.
Yeah, brother, you are totally right. I also want to add a story about this topic that you know. When I am prepared for going to my
Yes,
university
Neha.
classes, I find that in the morning the air is so clean. But at the same time, I was amazed that the weather was not as same as the morning in the evening time. So I always think that why that happened. So you know that I found that there were some problems with the peoples. Like if the peoples made so much pollutions, and that's why the air is not able, and there were not such amount of trees in the world. That's why this problems is occurred, and there were some issues with also that observes of gases. So what do you think about this topic? That have you ever felt that the air is whenever you are going with a seaside or a natural place there where a very clean air.
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, for my cases, when I go to office early in the morning, that time I found the air very clean. But while I return home from office, and the whole day a lot of vehicles move on the road, and at that time I feel that the air is not as same as it were in the morning. So yeah, you are right.
So, Sakib, maybe you were not in the conversation and you didn't hear that in the initial point of the conversation, I shared a story of my planting trees at my childhood. So, I
So
want to
I
hear a
want to
story
hear a
from you
story
that,
from you. Yeah,
that
yeah.
you ever
I,
see,
I
see
wanna hear.
people's
So
planting trees,
can
or
can
you
you
ever
repeat it?
planted trees? Hello, Sakib, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Please carry on. I want
So
to
I
hear
say
the
that
story.
have yeah, that I want to hear a story from you that you ever saw anything that people planting trees
Hello.
or you ever planted trees.
Yes, Neha, did you ask to me?
I asked Saki, but maybe he has some network issues, so you can continue. That you ever watch
Okay.
anybody to plant trees, or have you ever planted trees?
Yes, definitely. Once upon a time, I grew three to four little trees, which were very young trees. And unfortunately, the naughty children of my street, they broke all the trees. They were growing very brightly and in good way, and those trees were very good. So I am passionate. I adore trees. I like natural beauty. On the roof of my home, there are numbers of plants, fruit plants, flowery plants, and many other decorative plants. I love trees, plants, because yes, definitely, as we are human, uh, uh, and these trees, plants are also living things. We should love, we should adore these beautiful creature of God, because it gives us fruits, it gives us vegetables, it gives us flowers. So there are numbers of advantages of these types of plants. And plants, on the other hand, plants refresh, clean, purify, and rectify our environment. And in those areas there are numbers of trees and plants. The life is very beautiful. Their life is very beautiful. And air is also very beautiful. You can inhale. And if you have any problems, any troubles regarding your health issues, if you go toward those areas where there is forest, there is jungle, you will feel that your health is your physical health is going to be good. So yes, definitely, every person should grow plants as much as he can do.
You are totally right. I also want to add something that, whenever I feel so much stressed, I like to go in the natural places, because whenever I visited any kind of natural places, I feel so relaxed and I get some inner peace. So I also liked it so much. And that in my place there were lots of trees, and I like to live in surrounding of these places. Is like there were trees. And that
Mhm.
nowadays architecture suggested people to build a house there is a green roof. It will give you so much
Mm.
benefits and you will get oxygen from it, because nowadays there are lots of problems with our atmosphere. What do you think
Yeah.
about that?
Yes. That.
A house with a
Yeah.
green roof.
Definitely. Sorry. What did you ask, Neha?
I said, what you can say about this idea that a house with a green roof? Do you like it if I will
Yeah.
put you in a house that is a roof with a green leaves?
Yeah, definitely. It is very good idea, and I think people should be responsible. People should be responsible for this habit, because if you grow many plants on your roof, and it becomes a green roof, then it is very easy to produce good environment around us. And definitely, our air will be clean, our atmosphere will be cool. And in all over the society, I think there is need to produce a sense among the people. People are not much careful. They are not much sensible in this regard. I have seen that in many areas, people cut the trees. They don't grow. On the other hand, they just cut, and they sell this wood to the market for making furniture and many other kinds of things which are prepared by wood. So and this is why there is need to produce a sense among the people that we should grow plants, we should grow trees as much as we can do, because we have already mentioned that uh, I have already mentioned that these types of I mean, trees are very, very helpful for our environment. Yes, Neha.
Yeah, you are totally right. Because without trees, the environment is totally like very bad place, and the the number of the carbon dioxide is also rising. Then the situation is totally so bad. That's the main problem occurred when if a world, just imagine if a world without green things, like without green leaves, without trees, how horrible it is. So there will be so problem occurred, and that's why people live on the earth. In the case if there is no issues with the trees, so we can live in any other planets. But we live in the earth. There is the main reason is also trees. And I found, as we all know, that in our childhood we read that according to the people living in a place, we need 25% trees on the place to 100%. But you know, in our Bangladesh, the situation is very bad. There where the percentage of trees are like 15 to 60%. So I want to know that what is the condition of your country?
Well, okay. Yeah, well, as far as Pakistan is concerned, there is also lack of trees, and I think in Pakistan, they round about 30% greenery occupied in Pakistan. So I think this is not enough for a healthy environment, for a hygienic environment. We should grow more than 60% greenery around us. Yes, Neha.
Yeah, you are totally right. So now I want to ask something from our new honorable guest Sakib. That Sakib, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Actually, I'm sorry. Suddenly, my internet balance was over and I was disconnected. And I was trying several times with that link, but I couldn't get into the, I mean, stream. After that, I had to reboot my phone, and now it is working. So I am sorry for the delay.
Okay, brother, no problem at all. So, so that time I asked you a question that share with us about your planting trees stories.
Oh, actually, yeah, I know that planting tree is a very, I mean, is a very good volunteering work, and everyone should plant. Everyone should have a passion and a hobby to plant trees
Brother, your
because.
voice is too low.
Okay, hello, can you hear it properly now? Hello.
Yeah, now it's
Okay. Yeah, I'm telling that. Yeah, when I was a child, actually, when I was a teenager, I used to plant trees in my grandmother house. But as I grow old, I mean, nowadays I don't have the opportunity to plant trees. But I don't have a history of planting trees. I mean, don't have a history. But one thing I remember that I used to visit my grandparents' house once in a year. So we used to actually, I along with my cousins, we used to plant a trees in my grandparents' uh, I mean, a yard, grandparents' house yard. And then after coming 1 year, we noticed that how our trees become, I mean, how our trees grow. Okay, I mean, whose trees uh, 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 become taller and who's not. So it was a funny experience.
yeah, Sakib brother. As you said, I think that like us, everybody has some good experience with planting trees. Many people, and I think that the people who are watching us now, they also think about their stories. That yeah, I have also a story like that. So now I want to share something with all of you. that trees is also good for puring water. It also helps to prevent water pollution like storm water, because storm water is so dangerous for us because it produces phosphorus and nitrogen. And if the trees can't able to stop that kinds of things, then what happened? We the oceans is uh, the oceans have lots of water that is so poisonous. But trees help us to prevent from stormwater. So I want to ask Wakas brother, what do you think about this topic? That trees help us to prevent water pollution or not? Wakas brother, your camera may be stuck at a place. So maybe Wakas brother has some problems. So I want to go with Sakib. That Sakib, can you hear my question?
Yeah, can you repeat the question again? I couldn't get it
I
properly.
say that I say that what do you think about that trees help us to prevent water pollution or not?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, actually, I know about that. The water cycle, actually, trees plays a very important role by to maintain the water cycle. You know, the trees actually absorb the water from the, I mean, soil, and it goes up to the roots. It goes up to the top, and then it discharges into the atmosphere, and the air in the atmosphere then turn into the cloud, and we get rain. So this is how tree works to give us rain. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So firstly, I want to say that the electricity of our area is totally gone, so I am not able to on my camera. So now I have to continue the show with just with speak my voice audio mute. So Sakib, you
Yes.
are from Bangladesh, so I want
Yes.
to know
I'm
that
from Bangladesh.
that there is some schools they started to motivated the students to plant a trees in a day, no, every week. Have you heard these kinds of things?
No, in which city this happened?
This happened in Dhaka, then Khulna, there these kinds of cities.
Oh, okay, actually, I'm not aware of this. I just hear it from your side. So can you
Okay,
tell me briefly what was happening?
okay. In I hear I watch in a at TV. I was in TV that in Notre Dame there were alumni association. They like to discuss about planting trees every year, and they motivate their students to plant trees every per week in one day. And it was so
Oh,
motivated, that if the students were motivated for planting trees from their childhood, then it will be so good for the nature and for the human being in future.
yeah,
Because the
yes, yes.
situation of the world nowadays is too bad.
Yeah, I hope I guess so. And you know, every school should take this types of initiative to encourage the students to make a habit of planting trees. What do you say?
Okay,
Hello.
Sakib. So, Wakas brother, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you. I think there was bad network, so that's why I was kicked off by this session. So now I can hear you.
Okay, no problem. So, Wakas brother, I want to ask you that is Pakistan, there is any kind of institution where they motivated students to plant trees in one day, in a week?
Well, as far as Pakistan is concerned, definitely in many institutions, students are motivated. They are enforced to grow plants around their environments, around their society. But people, as of now, are not much sensible. Our currently Prime Minister Imran Khan, he is also fond of greenery. He also likes trees and plants very much. Now he has created a new zeal, a crew passion, a new zeal for growing trees from all over, from all from in all over the Pakistan. Now, due to the work of Imran Khan, due to his advice, due to his appraisness, people are now getting are growing new trees. And I was also not much sensible about greenery, but due to my prime minister, now I am very thankful to my prime minister who has created this sense among the Pakistanis to produce, to grow, to and reach new plants in all around us. So now, due to Imran Khan, people are getting sense and they are growing in much of and lot of trees in all over the Pakistan. And our government has taken an initiative to plant more than 10 billion trees in all over the Pakistan in 5 years. Yes, definitely, it is a huge number. It is a big number. If we grow 10 billion trees in our country within 5 years, I think the atmosphere, the climate change will affect definitely by growing these trees. So I think it is gonna be very good in Pakistan within next few years because our government is taking very interest in this work. Yes, Neha sister.
So I also heard about Imran Khan is a very good president. He make lots of changes in India, and whenever I hear about this kinds of stories, it's make me so motivated to plant trees. And I feel so proud when the presidents took like this kinds of decisions and make changes in their countries. I love this kinds of presidents so much, and these kinds of situations made me so much
Yeah, yeah.
inspirational.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Imran Khan is very encouraging person. He is conveying people in good. He is conveying good ideas, good thinkings, good thoughts. He is not popular only in Pakistan, even in all over the world. He is very popular, and people. Uh, People they follow Imran Khan and they try to follow its quotes, its saying, whatever he is saying. So yes, definitely, he is a very good person, and definitely he has created a good sense among the people. So I think all the prime minister, they should take part in growing the trees in all over the world because definitely we have already mentioned how important are trees for a human being as well as for our environment. So definitely every government, they should take part for growing trees in all over the world.
Yeah, you are totally right. Because I also think that when the famous persons started, like president, then good famous politicians, teachers, motivated persons to planting trees, then people will take it so seriously because they were had a very good reputation. So I also
Yeah.
think so. So I want to go with Sakib brother. Can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So,
So brother, what do you think that if the famous people will start to motivate people for planting more and more trees, then it will be more beneficial. Don't you think so?
Yes, I also think so. Actually, I also believe that the people who have power, the people who are in charge of the authority, they should take steps. They should come forward and encourage the common people, encourage the general people to plant trees, and they can arrange a program, and through this program they can give the message to the mass people, telling them the importance of planting trees, so they can play a very good part. And I also nowadays I can notice that the people are becoming very conscious about planting trees. Like in Dhaka, in the rooftop of every house, we can see that people are planting trees in their rooftop, because in Dhaka city we don't have any space, free space to plant trees. So people are now planting trees in their roof. Okay.
You are totally right. When I was in Dhaka for 2 or 3 months, I was stuck at a home and I were searching for trees, but I didn't find anywhere trees. So it was so dangerous and the situation of Dhaka is so horrible. So it's very nice to hear that the people started planting trees in their house for consuming their for consume carbon dioxide. And so today there were lots of network problems. So I think that we should stop our conversation here. But before before leave our conversation, I want to say something that to all of my viewers that from today everyone should the persons who view our channel, I want to request them that from today we all should start planting more and more trees for saving ourselves, because there is a proverb that if you want to save yourself, so from now start planting more and more trees.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Neha,
nice message.
yes, yes, Saqib, you carry on.
Yeah, it is a very nice message, and I also think so that everyone should come forward and start planting trees by himself. If we start by ourselves, people will follow us, and we everyone. I mean, we can together make a change.
Yeah, definitely, Saqib. Yes, yes, Neha.
No, I just want to add that just start planting trees is not good. We have to start planting trees and we have to continue it, because in my case, I also started planting trees, but I totally stopped it. So I want that we have to start and continue it. That's what
Yeah,
I want to say.
yeah, yeah, it is. And I want to say in the end that actually it is also a sunnah of our Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He says that if you grow a tree, its reward will continue even after your death. So definitely, if you grow a tree, if someone who sits under the umbrage of that tree, under the shelter of that tree, definitely he will feel relaxed. He will feel peace. So you will get this reward if a person who is taking a rest under the tree which is grown by you. Definitely, the reward will be given to you by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So yes, definitely it is very beautiful sunnah, and I think we should prevail this sunnah in all over the world.
Inshallah, inshallah.
Okay, I think
So at the ending moment, I want to thank all of my honorable guests to join
thank
with
you.
me and give me their precious time. And I also want to thank all of our viewers who
Thank you.
commenting and joining in our conversation. And the people who want to join us, they can join us in our conversation for making their English so fluent, and it is totally free of cost. And from tomorrow you will get the link in the comment below, so you can join us for improving your English. So it's all for today. Assalamu alaikum. Allah Hafiz.
Wa alaikum assalam. Allah Hafiz.